Okay, welcome back. Alright, the Cave of Mysidia has a bunch of rooms, a couple of trap rooms for sure, some hidden walls and stuff like that, and I think quite a few chests actually, so yeah. Last time took on the Tropical Island, which is where we need to get the Black Mask, which is what you need in order to progress inside of this dungeon. So you can find the Crystal Rod and take it over to where the tower is, so you can go find Minwu. Now, I'm going to showcase a few of the battles in here. This place is actually really, really dangerous. This is where we encounter Malboros for the first time, which obviously have been a staple of Final Fantasy ever since. And we have... Nah, I'd rather get Berserk up now. Okay, if I run into any more flan fights, that's going to be it for this place, because I hate those enemies. See, it's just constant attack, attack, attack. You probably want them to do Blizzard more than you do an attack, because these guys eat your HP. Another gold hairpin. Very nice. Probably give that one to Furion, to be honest. Yep. Oh, these guys are just... ugh. Dang, they got him good. Look at that, though. So even though he took that much damage, he got such a giant upgrade for doing that. Sometimes it's worth it, though. See how much an ether actually gives back. See, it's just 20. They're not worth it. It's just they're not worth buying. At 500 gold a piece, never worth it. Okay, we're done with that. I think you encounter another parasite type in here too. Or something like that. We're definitely exiting though, in case we fight a boss. Because that was huge damage. Legitimately a status effect area, and a lot of the back half of FF2 is status effect heavy, so you really want to be able to cure it, like have your Basuna Esuna up in points, have your stocks ready to go, just be ready to cure a bunch of bullshit ailments. And then this is where you're going to get blocked. I think here you get free flame lance. So I kind of forgot, we did get a new armor too. Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Guy, he has no defense. Another one of these. Free ice bow. A lot of crap that you already have. It's probably the stupidest fight here. I wouldn't even attack them because they're just going to blow up. Cast stuff on yourself for now. free ogre killer, which is an axe. I mean, this place is just filled. Like, you can imagine just how heavy the encounter rate is in this game already. And then going through these long dungeon sections was just misery. Can't even say it was fun misery. It was just like, oh my god, man. Just monotonous work. That's why they give you teleport so early, too. Just so you can just keep transporting out of dungeons. And basically, they want you to run from these encounters, but, you know. You do get the first Osmos tome here, though, which is nice. Of course, monsters. They just hit so hard, man. Goodness gracious. Get you a free drain tome, which isn't a bad spell to teach every single one of your players. Just I'm opting not to do that because I don't really need it, especially at times 4 rate. Well, we are gonna heal, so you get one. Even across the board. Entrance for this one is, of course it is, off the corner somewhere. Yeah. The mini tome. I don't even know how you would discover that naturally. Just like run against the walls or something. 3 more spells. Drain. Crystal Rod. And Osmos. That's what we want the most. You want to put Osmos on Maria, being that she is your black magic caster. So now Maria will pretty much have access to an infinite pool of MP, because almost every enemy in this game has MP pool. So you just kind of osmos the shit out of them once you start running low on MP, and you're good to go. That's why earlier game strategy is to kind of grind the wizards, especially if you're playing the Dawn of Souls and other like iPhone versions or whatever, because you're gonna need the MP when you go through the dungeons and stuff, because this game is like predicated upon how highly leveled you are and stuff like that, and that's what makes like the bigger spells work better. And just any spell in general. So you're going to want, you know, long term, you're going to want something to repair your MP, because you want to eventually get away from using items and stuff like that. So yeah, Osmos, and it's very powerful too. So even then, like, even if the strategy isn't just to like cure your MP or whatever, you can just straight up sap the MP from an enemy that is usually very annoying, and they can't do anything to you too. So use what you will against that. But once again, if you use it on an undead enemy, it'll actually hurt you. So on the offhand, what you can do is go back to like somewhere where you know you'll encounter a bunch of undead, and then use Osmos on a giant group. It'll wipe out all your MP, win the battle, and your MP will go increase every single time, because the way that the game works is if you use like a certain percentage of your HP or MP, it's going to get an upgrade after the battle. So that's why Leela has not at all upgraded an MP, because we just haven't used any of it. But if I like constantly use her thunder ability over and over again, she might have like 200 MP at this point, but you know. And Furion took that giant swap, which sometimes that kind of stuff actually works for you. So, you know, if you want to sit there and have the brains or the parasites kind of sap you away, then that's also another option. You can do that as well. This game is very easy to break, wide open. So we'll be at $9.99 in no time if you just do that. I'm not going to do it because it's just time wasty, so whatever. But 19 out of 19, and then just go ahead and pop the magic. And get on out. No boss required. There you go. Go ahead and get Furion a little HP. We only want to heal our MP ever, so always be carrying until somebody learns a level 16 white magic spell cure, and you'll be fine. So now with Crystal Rod in tow, you can go ahead and head back to Mysidia. There's really no point to going back here other than just needing to heal. Rather spend 100 gil than a $2,000 cottage. Alright. We're gaining ever so closer. So now with Crystal Rod in tow, go ahead and hop back on the ship. And then we are literally going to go straight north. Now, when you do this, fair warning in advance, make sure that you are happy with everything around the world right now, that you've explored and encountered a bunch of different things. Because what we're going to do is that we're going to end up in a really fast dungeon that's going to gain us a new character. And then after that dungeon's complete, we're going to hop into another dungeon. And then once we complete that dungeon, it's going to change the world state for good. So if you didn't follow along with all the other videos of where I was calling out the enemies that you need to grab before you do that, then you're going to miss out on them and you'll have to do another playthrough in order to grab that. Also, if you didn't go to areas that were missable, or I shouldn't say missable, but if you just didn't go to areas in general to unlock the Explorer achievement, do it now. The only place that you should have missed up to this point is going to be the encampment. Before, like where Hilda and Gordon were setting up camp to attack Finn and reclaim it, that's going to be the one place you missed so far. Every other grayed out spot is going to be explored soon. And don't worry about the camp being grayed out right now if you did enter it, because it's just not there anymore. But it does count towards your total exploration. So right now everything looks good. 3 out of 11 chests in Finn, and that's because you get late game items in that area as soon as you talk to Paul. So go ahead and continue north with the Crystal Rod in tow. And we ran into a disaster. Now I really like this cutscene. Like the water that they did in these games is fantastic. Absolutely god tier. Where are we? Layla. Alright, so Layla's missing yet again, so she gave us her golden hairpin. If you want to put that on Guy now, do it. So now all your characters should have gold hairpins. Orichalcum and the winged sword have been returned, along with the thief's glove, which, honestly, is that good for you? His attack goes down, but we need him to be more evasive now at this point. So there you go. Alright. So we are in Leviathan, yes, the belly of Leviathan. This dungeon is a one-time only dungeon, so make sure that you grab every chest and every enemy that's in here, otherwise you won't be able to get it back. I don't think any enemies are missable here, but because they end up in the world state or the world change anyway. This place has a really annoying feature though where, yep, there you go. You take 1 tick of damage for the acid I guess you're running in. Oh yeah, I should probably have these on. So right out the gate, I pretty much got every encounter that you could imagine here. We got the Manta Ray, the Sea Dragon, and Boltfish. That's exactly what you need. Go ahead and Berserk. We can continue to drain, should you choose to. There we go. So it's looking like the leveling is going to slow down a lot now. Okay. Twist headband. Everything kind of goes down. Berserk. Ideally, I want these spells, so Berserk should get an upgrade after this. Level 8 spells will carry you all the way to the end of the game. That fish was like, nah. Nice. Berserk at 8 and Drain at 8 are very fantastic at this stage in the game. Now we're just going to focus on Osmos pretty much for the remainder with Maria. So that's why we do need the encounters on, unfortunately, because I need her to learn that, like, time now. As long as she gets a turn off, that's all that really matters here. And then Guy, of course, is just going to be spam casting Holy until that upgrades. Power Sash. Get like a little city here. just Final Fantasy shit, you know what I mean? We're inside Leviathan's stomach. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. The power armlet. There's some good shit down here, man, I'm telling you. I think we'll save that for him. And you meet one of the coolest dudes. So obviously one of the biggest staples of any Final Fantasy game at this point, a fan favorite, the Dragoon class. Dragoons are just obviously just badass. And with the winged helmets and everything, the ability to ride wyverns into battle. Pretty much just dominant, really awesome. I mean, everybody knows of, you know, Final Fantasy IV's Kain, probably the best notable Dragoon in the entire series as a whole. But there are a lot of very good Dragoons, and I think it's one of the cooler and definitely one of the most popular classes that are featured in these games. Always love me a Dragoon, I'll tell you that. Okay, he comes equipped with a flame lance and a golden shield. So not much in way. He's another Gordon, but you know, he's just cooler. But he's also really enhanced with a bunch of different weapons. So you don't have to just use a spear. You can use a sword or whatever you want to do with him. Just whatever's honestly stronger at this point. For him right now, it looks like the flame lance is the best option. So we'll just roll with the flame lance. I think the guy is also using one. Yep. Power armlet makes more sense for him since he's going to be kind of smacking things around. Give him a gold cuirass to give him more evasion. And the golden hairpin is not a bad idea either. And Ricard will basically be with us for a long while. Okay. You may teach him spells if you want to. Obviously, with like 5 MP, he is not supposed to be using spells. I wish this game introduced abilities earlier, though, because he could have used jump, but, you know. If you want him to learn anything, I would suggest probably Drain, Cure, maybe Death or something, you know, in case you don't want to just smack things around with him. You just want to insta-kill stuff and try your hand at it. That's pretty much it, though. He's not going to really be a lot of help in any other way. Because when you look at his stats, he's definitely made more for fighting. But things should be easy to wipe at this point. Yeah. So everyone's just accepted their fate that they're gonna just live in Leviathan forever. Now that was a good ambush. Berserk. Continue with the Osmos, continue with Holy, continue with that. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about these fuckers. They're just slap them around, I guess. I don't know. All right. Thank you for that. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know. Okay. Now this boss is actually pretty high monster rank, so if you got spells or any kind of sword, whatever weapons you want to upgrade now, go ahead and just do that. It's really not a bad place to get those things upgraded for yourself, so. Ambushed. Wow. Yeah, I would just continue on with the spam. This thing won't last long at all, but... get everybody's weapon upgraded here, if I can. Or he'll just die. Good lord. One of the tougher fights, to be honest, when you're not, like, fully just smashing everything. Yeah. Okay, let's showcase a battle on land here. It sucks when it's the same fight over and over again. Just really deflates you. No, just keep missing, damn it. Alright. Thanks for watching. We'll continue on to the tower.